Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well since the last time we met. So today we'll be using a different approach. Is I will be recording the lecture and you'll watch and learn. And after that, you can ask questions through the chat, but also you can also ask questions when we meet physically, or if it is something urgent, you can always communicate with me through my phone, and I can respond to whatever question you'll have. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about AI in class, mentioning it in our different conversations. And this is because in today's world, we definitely have to talk about AI, as it is one of the technologies in the fourth industrial revolution, an industrial revolution that we are in currently, although there are already talks of the fifth industrial revolution. So, what are the industrial revolution, and why are we talking about the fourth industrial revolution? So, industrial revolutions are basically the changes in technology that have been happening from a way back to where we are today. So we have had the first industrial revolution, the second industrial revolution, the third industrial revolution, and now we are at the fourth industrial revolution. Now, these industrial revolutions are basically in line with technologies that are being used in production. And in the first industrial revolution, this is the years where um, mechanization of steam and water power was introduced. So that is when they started using steam and water power. And then when we came to the second industrial revolution, this is where there was mass production. So the second industrial revolution is mostly characterized with mass production. And then the third industrial revolution is characterized with automated production, where this is where computers came in, IT systems, and somehow robotics started in the third industrial revolution. So in the third industrial revolution, this is the era where humans started using computers in production, in their activities, in organizations, in day-to-day life. But also in the third industrial revolution, this is when we started using the internet as well. So we had the computers, we had the internet, and that is what defines the third industrial revolution. Now, when we come to the fourth industrial revolution, now this becomes more advanced as compared to the first, second, and third industrial revolutions. And in the fourth industrial revolution, it is where we say it is being characterized by cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, as I said, AI, um, so advanced robotics, 3D, etc. So in the fourth industrial revolution, we basically say there is the use of systems, but at the same time, it is being combined with human activities. So there is a biological aspect in the fourth industrial revolution, which is different from other industrial revolutions which were there before. As I mentioned, the first, the second, the third, and now we are at the fourth industrial revolution. So that is what we are going to look at today. So, what is the fourth industrial revolution? So, the fourth industrial revolution refers to the uh, ongoing transformation of traditional industries and the advent of smart technologies, connectivity, and data driven decision making. So, as I said, it is the advancement of what was already there, but now we have smart technologies, connectivity, data driven decision, Internet of Things, and so on and so forth. So it builds upon the foundation of the third industrial revolution, which involved the widespread adoption of computers and automation, as well as the internet. So we already have computers in place, we already have automated systems in place, and we already had the internet in place. So the fourth industrial revolution is characterized by integration of digital technologies, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data, robotics, and other advanced technologies into various aspects of industry and everyday life. So now, as I mentioned earlier with the third, we already had the computers, we already had the internet, we already had production. Now, when we come to the fourth industrial revolution, we integrate now all these things that I've mentioned with industries or organizations in our day-to-day life as well. A very important thing when we talk of the fourth industrial revolution, we say is the fusion of physical, digital, and biological systems, leading to new ways of manufacturing, communicating, and interacting with the world. So this is the key aspect when we talk of the fourth industrial revolution, where we are linking the physical, digital, and biological systems. And now, by doing that, it means we are bringing up new ways of manufacturing, we're bringing up new ways of communicating, we are bringing up new ways of how the world is integrating. For instance, if we talk about smart homes, that is one example of what is happening in the fourth industrial revolution. Well, with a smart home, it means you have your devices, but you can control them remotely. So, for instance, you can have a computer application, an app in your phone that helps you, let's say, switch on lights at your home. So, here we are mixing physical, digital, and biological because your home is a physical place and your lights are there, they're physical. And then you have the digital system now linking your phone and your lights. Now, this is where we talk of the Internet of Things because it means your electrical system at home is being managed by the digital device. And then you are a person, a biological person, where you are somewhere else. But now you are linked with the whole system. Like it's you holding your phone, starting the app in your phone, switching on lights that are at a distance. Maybe you've even traveled. You're in Kenya, but you're switching on lights at home in Tanzania. So with the fourth industrial revolution, the main characteristics is the fusion between physical, digital, and biological system, leading to new ways of manufacturing, communicating, and interacting. So as I mentioned, for a smart home, that is uh, the application we see in a personal life. But in manufacturing, we also have robots, robotic technologies that is there, and it is really, really revolutionizing the way manufacturing is taking place, but also other Internet of Things applications that are being used in manufacturing industries. But also we see in communicating, now we have different and massive ways of communicating that are simplifying everything that we do and how the world is interacting. So there are key elements or technologies for the fourth industrial revolution, including the first one, artificial intelligence, which I think is the most common, where here we have advanced machine learning algorithms and AI applications that can analyze data, make decisions, and perform tasks traditionally done by humans. So when we talk of artificial intelligence, is we mimic or it's a duplicate or it's a replication of what humans can do, but now we make the computer do it. And whatever is happening behind is because of the algorithms and the models that are in place. When I say algorithms, I mean these are mathematical formulas or mathematical calculation. We talked about manipulations. So these are the manipulations that are taking place in the back of the computer that are enabling whatever AI is performing. Now we have these complex algorithms that are being developed in recent world that are making AI applications useful in whatever we do. We interact with AI knowing or unknowingly. For instance, when you're typing using like Microsoft Word, or when you're typing an email, you say dear, and sometimes it completes the sentence. So that is one application of AI. So there's an algorithm behind that is doing that, and it's not by choice. So you're just using AI. You don't know that you're using AI. But we also have AI users. Will see different cases where AI is being used, but we also have it in the medical industry, in agriculture, etc. And every AI application that you're coming across, you should know that there's an algorithm behind it. And this is also what is happening in social media marketing. There are algorithms in place that will help predictions, will help you send your contents to someone, etc., etc. We'll be seeing all of this in the next slides, but also in next lectures. Another one is Internet of Things. So this is the interconnectedness of devices and systems through the internet, allowing them to collect and exchange data. This includes smart devices, sensors, and other connected technologies. So with Internet of Things, it means you are using the internet to manipulate or to control a physical device. This is why I talked about maybe a smart home where you are using the internet to switch on lights at your home. But you also have different application of Internet of Things in our day-to-day activities. You see, we have smartwatches. That is also an example of Internet of Things, etc. And we have the concept of big data. I think I've also been mentioning this, that in today's world, data. I remember the pronunciation thing we had in class. So big data, we have massive amount of data. So these data are being used for analyzing, driving insights from massive data, enabling better decision making and personalized experiences. So I think I mentioned this in class, that nowadays we don't do production for the sake of just doing production, but most organizations would do production as data driven. So you have the data, and now you make decisions based on the interpretation you get from the analysis you've done with the data. I think you remember the video that I shared for you to do in your group assignment. It is talking about basketball, but we have seen how data is being used in improving scores of the data of the basketball game. So that is big data. And then we have robotics, where with robotics, we say these advanced robotics and automation that can perform tasks in various industries from manufacturing to healthcare. So I think we have heard of robots and maybe not really seen them physically, but at least seen them in movies. And with such robotics, different activities can be done, different improvements can be done. For example, in manufacturing industries, where you had people moving things from one place to another, now you can always have robots who will be helping in lifting things and moving in the production cycle. For instance, for those who are processing water, usually have a process of where bottles are cleaned, water is being kept in the bottles, then you have to tighten the seal of the bottle, counting the bottles, etc. Now, some of those activities used to be done by human, but now they're being done by robots. And then another example would be there are restaurants in other parts of the world where now instead of having a human as a waiter, now you could have a robot that will deliver the food. The robot would come, you place the order, and then it will take back the order and bring the food, and the delivery now is done by the robot. We've also seen some videos where robots move in town. So this is in the developed world. So they move in town and they can deliver things from one place to the other. We also have the blockchain technology, where it is the decentralized and secured way of recording and verifying transactions, which has applications beyond cryptocurrencies such as supply chain management and data security. So blockchain technology is very important for you guys, and I suggest you go and read more about it. So this is a distributed database, which is very important in recording transactions, and it has been proved to have high security, which means it is really being used in financial transactions. I think when Emans came from Kiasi app, maybe he said something about blockchain technology. But we have heard of cryptocurrencies. So the backbone of cryptocurrencies is usually blockchain technologies. So this is something that you should learn more about, because it is very much related to your area of BAIT. And then we have 3D printing, where you can print a physical object. For instance, you want, I've seen cases where people are printing even guns by using 3D printer. So it gives you an output as a physical device. You know, whenever we print maybe on the paper, it's just a picture on top of a paper. But with 3D printing, it means it helps you print that object. You can have it physically. So examples of 3D printing, it is in our country, it is mostly used in printing billboards for shops. You will find a shop where they've written the name of that particular shop, but it's really written in blocks, and you can really see the A, the B, and etc. with the blocks. So that is 3D printing. The next one is biotechnology, where it's an advances in genetic engineering, personalized medicine, and other biological technologies. So, as I mentioned, when we talk of the fourth industrial revolution, it has physical, digital, and biological aspects. So, we also have applications or elements of fourth industrial revolution around medical and biological aspects. So one example is the biotechnologies. So the fourth industrial revolution is having a profound impact on industries, economies, and societies, leading to changes in the way people work, live, and interact. It presents both opportunities and challenges, such as increased efficiency, economic growth, and innovation, but also concerns related to job displacements, privacy, and ethical considerations. So we'll be talking more of this in the next slides. So what is artificial intelligence? So just as I mentioned, artificial intelligence refers to the development of computer systems or machines that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. So human intelligence is required, but now we borrow this intelligence and give it to the computer. So these tasks can include learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, understanding natural language, and even interacting with the environment. So as I mentioned earlier, when we talk of artificial intelligence, it needs the computer to learn. But after it learns, it learns from the data. That's why I keep talking about the importance of data. So it learns from the data, and then it has reasoning through the algorithms. It can give reason or meaning to the data, which will help in problem solving. But also there's issue of perception. As I said, we are mimicking human, and human always have a certain perception. So you're also training the machine to have a certain perception and to be able to understand, for instance, to be able to understand natural language. Last week, I was talking about computers understand the zeros and ones. So it means when we're talking like the way I'm talking right now, the computer cannot understand. So, but we are now, when we talk of artificial intelligence, we are now training the computer to understand what I am speaking, to understand the natural language, and also be able to interact with the environment, be able to see that today it is cold, tomorrow it is warm, it is raining, and act accordingly, being able to interact with others. So the goal of AI is to create systems that can mimic or simulate human-like cognitive functions. So artificial intelligence has a wide range of applications across various industries, and its uses continue to evolve as technology advances. So as technology is advancing, also the use of AI is advancing. So here are some common and notable uses of AI. So for instance, AI is being used in virtual assistance. So AI-powered virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant use natural language processing to understand and respond to user queries, perform tasks, and provide information. So I think most of us have interacted with Siri in our phones. So this is an example of visual assistance that is being enabled by AI. But also Google Translate, if you want to translate something on Google, so that is also AI enabled. Another example of application of AI is image and speech recognition. AI is used for image recognition in applications like facial recognition, object detection, and image classification. We also have speech recognition is employed in virtual assistants, voice activation devices, and transcription services. So AI can recognize images. I think we have seen that in our phones, and there are places where now images are used, but also speech recognitions that is also applied in most of our phones. So this is also an example or an application of artificial intelligence. And we have recommendation systems. So AI can also be used to recommend different products and services to you. So AI algorithm analyze user behavior. So with the data, I've been talking about data and patterns. So for instance, the way you are using YouTube, uh, uh, YouTube is capturing data of what you're looking for, what you're searching for, your behavior, your pattern. So it can really tell you what you like, what you prefer. And now, based on that, we have the recommendation systems. So that is why when you're using YouTube, you always get recommendations of things that are of interest to you. So this is what we call recommendation systems. Um, so social media, e-commerce sites, if you're looking at certain products most of the time, then you will always get recommendations of similar products. So that is application of AI. But also AI has been used in healthcare diagnostics. So AI is used in medical imaging to assist in diagnosing diseases and conditions. It can analyze X-rays, MRI, CT scans, etc. So once you have the data, you have trained it to be able to analyze the diagnosis, and it can give you results based on how it has been trained. So this is why we say it is mimicking human behavior, because before we used to analyze these images as humans, but now you can use AI, which sometimes is even more accurate as compared to human. Autonomous vehicles. So AI plays a crucial role in the development of self-driven cars. It enables vehicles to perceive the environment, make decisions, and navigate without human intervention. So I think you've heard of self-driven cars where you don't need a driver there. But we also have things like drones, which drones is, I could say it's an aeroplane. So it also goes high above and it doesn't need someone to be sitting on it. But it has characteristics similar to an aeroplane. So this is also something that has been enabled with the use of artificial intelligence. We also have aspects like fraud detection, and security. So AI algorithms analyze patterns and anomalies to detect fraud activities in financial transactions, cybersecurity, and other domains. So it enhances security by identifying potential threats and vulnerabilities. So as I said, at the end of the day, whenever we talk of artificial intelligence, we are talking of data, 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 data. So with fraud detection, it means it has a lot of data and it knows how things work. So if there is a slight deviation, it means it can sense that there is a problem here, and hence it can tell you that there's a threat, there's a vulnerability, and that is how it helps in fraud detection and security issues. We also have what we call natural language processing, which is used to enable machines to understand, interpret, and generate human languages. As I mentioned earlier, computers understand zeros and ones. Now we are making computers understand human language. Like you can talk to a computer just like the way I am talking to you. And this is where we talked about Siri. We talk about chatbots. So chatbots, Siri is an example of a chatbot. It uses speech, but we also have chatbots that are using text, and all this help the algorithm behind chatbots enables the computer understand human language. So now we are talking to the computer with our normal languages like Swahili, English, and any other language. So applications, as I mentioned, are in chatbot, language translations, semantic analysis, and text summarization. So with semantic analysis, when you talk of natural language understanding, natural language processing, it goes beyond communicating. With AI, we also try to understand human feelings. Like if someone is communicating in social media, for instance, in Twitter, and they write in a harsh language, we can know or we can detect that this person is angry. But also, we also have ways of, for instance, now we have cases of mental health. And through your conversations, we have algorithms that can pick and sense that this person could be suicidal. For instance, someone is writing on social media platforms and is writing words of losing hope. For instance, writing, tired of this life, I am fed up, I wish I should disappear. So if you get such a pattern, AI can analyze and predict and tell you that this person is suicidal, and maybe it can direct this person to get help somewhere, and hence can help in reducing the number of suicide cases in the world. So all this is the application of artificial intelligence. We also have predictive analytics, where AI models use historical data to make predictions and identify trends. This is applied in various fields, including finance, for predicting market trends, weather forecasting, demand forecasting, in supply chain, etc. So prediction, it means you want to predict what will happen next. For instance, a common example would be weather forecasting. As we can see every day in news, we have weather forecasting telling us it will rain tomorrow, it will be sunshine, etc. So how are they doing these predictions? Now, with the use of AI, predictions have become more simpler. So with the data they have, I keep telling you, when we talk of AI, we talk of data. With the data that they have, they can predict that given such and such conditions, given such and such variables, it means tomorrow it is going to rain. So prediction. Given such and such behavior of a person, now I'm talking about an example in finance and issuing loans. Given such and such behavior patterns of this person does not qualify for a loan. So AI is helping in prediction. But also AI has been used highly in agriculture for prediction. You can have cases where they say, given this amount of rain, given this type of soil, given this type of seeds, we can predict that this year we are going to yield this amount of maize, this amount of. So, as I said, data is helping us make decisions. So, we do informed decisions. So, for instance, now you want to go and become a farmer, you want to go and plant maize. So, you can use AI. You can have your soil tested. So, given this type of soil, you can have weather forecasting. So, with this kind of weather, and then you can have the type of seeds with this type of seeds, then you can run that algorithm, and then even before planting, AI can predict how much harvest you are going to get given those particular conditions. So AI is used in predictive analytics. And also we see AI in gaming. AI is used in to create intelligent opponents in video games, providing a challenging and dynamic game experience. It can adapt to players' strategies and enhance the overall gaming environment. So in gaming, this could be in video gaming. I think some of you who are addicted with video gaming can really relate to this, because it is real. AI is really being used in video gaming and visual reality experiences. But also, with the example I gave you with NBA in the basketball game, and you have seen how AI is being used to manage the game. But I also understand Simba Sports Club, they're also using that a lot. I happened to listen to I think his name was Malinzi or something, if I've not forgotten. He used to be the CEO of Simba. So he I in one meeting I was there, and he shared how Simba Sports Club is using technology and AI in enabling its activities, but also just like the way you saw with NBA, seeing how their players assessing performance of a player, but knowing who to keep where. It's not just the coach are deciding, that the coach is just not deciding from nowhere that I put this person here, but AI analytics are helping the coach know who to place where. But we also have AI in education. AI is utilized in education, personalized learning experiences, adaptive tutorial systems, and automated grading. It can tailor educational content to individual students' needs and provide feedback. So AI is also being used so much in education. When I was talking about online learning, most of those contents are also being using AI. In development, but also in making sure you can be able to view them. I also have robotics there. I think it's a repetition. Robotics, as mentioned, can be used in manufacturing, in healthcare, in industry. In healthcare, now we also have robotics that have been trained to perform operations. Right now, in developed worlds, if they're performing an operation, they don't really have to cut a person's maybe stomach, have a very big cut. No, there are AI technologies that are being used, and they minimize that. So they have very, very effective AI tools, that are robotic tools that are being used in operation procedures. In financial services, AI is used in the financial industry for tasks such as credit score, fraud detection, algorithm trading, and customer services. So, for those who like trading, online trading, AI is being used there. There are a lot of algorithm things that, but I also gave an example of credit score, where as you are going to ask for a loan in the bank, and they just look at your behavior pattern, and AI will tell them if you qualify for the loan or not. But also I explained about fraud detection. But also we have it so much in customer service. Not all of the time you're talking to a person, but it could be an AI enabled customer service platform. AI is also being used in supply chain management. AI help optimize supply chain processes by predicting demand, optimizing inventory levels, and improving logistics and distribution. So In supply chain management also, AI is being used to know, for instance, to know kwamba the stock is almost out of order, so you need to order new stock, to optimize inventory, making sure that you keep track of what is available in stock and what is not available, and enhance or improve logistic distribution as well. So these are examples highlighting the versatility of AI, showcasing its potentials to enhance efficiency, decision making, and innovation across various sectors. As technology continues to advance, new and innovative uses of AI are likely to emerge. So let me end here for now, and we will continue in the next presentation. Thank you.